Hey guys, I'm here today with my friend Mal. He wants to share a story of what it's like to go from poverty to a guy who's ready to start businesses around Guatemala. And I just think it's an incredible story. I met him last year. Our hearts, there was something special about his life, and so we continue to connect with him. But I want him to tell a story where he grew up and what all happened there. So Mal, why don't you share that?
Alright, my name is Mao, as my friend Danny said. Well, I was born in Guatemala, and the Mans really, it's a place called Quiche. It's where the malnutrition and the poverty, there's a lot of people in poverty right there. I just want to tell how I went through poverty and how life isn't that fair for everybody, but God has always a way to use that to help others.
Amen.
And basically, when I was little, I remember that we didn't have clean water, and we didn't have like a way to learn also how to eat better, how important clean water is for our health. And I remember that we didn't have any money to buy. I remember that we needed to share an egg with the three of my siblings. We needed to share food because we didn't have enough. Um, and I remember when my father left home with my mom to go and find better jobs to provide uh, more food for us. And I remember that I went through a season where my stomach got bloated because I didn't have good food or clean water, and I almost died. But I am here for the glory of Jesus. I'm here um, to help others. And I remember um, when I was little, I my mom went in town and collect food, and then when she would come back home, I was waiting there for that food. And now that I have the opportunity to help people, I every time that I give something to a mom, I picture myself when I was little. Uh, I picture myself like I am, that she's my mom, and that I am the kid back home waiting for that food. So yeah, that's what I want to share with you guys.
So you mentioned that you went back to that village 10 years later, which was I think this year or last year, right?
Yep.
And how has things changed? Has there been very much change? I think you said there wasn't a whole lot, but
Well, yeah, I went back like in December last year, and I could see that they're building new houses and everything, but there is not much like in terms of water, in terms of food. It's pretty much kind of the same way. Uh, there is more restaurants now where you can get food, where you can have keep clean water, but people just do not know the importance of good food and good water.
so there needs to be training as we give out these water buckets.
Yeah, there's you they need to know that the the purification system works, because some people, you give it to them, and basically they don't think that that works. They don't think that they will get clean water from the filters.
So that is the purpose of one of the things we do is we like to keep going back and visiting and keep training and keep training. Besides clean water, what can you tell me about vitamins or parasite medicines, the need for those things?
Oh, I would think it's a great idea to give it to the poor community, because people don't even know that they are sick sometimes until they take some pills to improve their health, and they can see the difference, and that's when their mind is changed, because people that are used to so much to live in that way, that the pain and all the stomach ache that they are feeling right now, it's like normal for them because they haven't experienced something like better than that.
Can you explain a little bit about the mindset that you had growing up in a village? You mentioned when you came even to the city or to Antigua, realizing it's a whole different world because when you live in a village, everything is, that's your world.
Yeah. Well, when I was back in my town where I was born, um, I didn't know a lot of things. Like, for example, I can say this. Speaking about water, right? One time I was with a person who knew how to treat the water to make it cleaner. So she would put like drops of like a chemic in the water, so it will turn out more clean. And I asked her why she would do that, and she teach me about it. And in my mind was like, what? There's clean water and dirt water. So how? Like yeah, I couldn't wrap out my mind about the idea that you could clean the water. So, and also like there's so many devices like phones. We didn't have phones back there. Um, we didn't have internet or some of those kinds of devices that now we can see. But when I came to Antigua, some people have it, but I didn't know. I just, in my world back in my home, I didn't have those things. I didn't know what it was for.
So one of the things we do at Nations in Love is we do microloans. And so that's giving a small loan that people would not be able to get at a bank, and being able to take that loan and start a small business. I know you have a real business mindset. You want to start some pizza chains throughout different places to help the different villages or to help the different places, give them opportunities to work. Can you tell me the value of just even being able to give $100 to help start a tortilla machine or a sewing machine in a village? Can you tell me the impact that that would have?
Well, from my experience, what we have done in town is that we go to the ladies that they are like already with the business, like they are running the business already. We don't really like lend them the money. We just give some of it for free, because we see that they are working hard and everything. But I can see that, for example, like 1 month ago or less than 1 month ago, this lady was suffering from like a lot of like smoke from the woods and then I saw the opportunity to help her there with giving her the money. And like she is like, we're gonna give one part for free, like 50%, and the other 50% you will give it back to us. And I think the idea of lending money to them is good, as long as they are committed, as long as you can see that they are already in business, and you can see that they can give it to you back, and it's good to put like some value that they don't say, it's free and I can stop whenever I want. They are compromised to say, I'm going to give it to you back. So they also, that kind of give them the mindset to work harder and like, I don't know, to show some gratitude back to you too.
Yeah, that's right. So the last question I have is, we were just giving out water buckets out into a village around Jalapa, and what I noticed was the doors that would open to preach the gospel. Once you gave them the water bucket in their houses, we had several salvations. Can you just talk briefly about the doors that giving generously to somebody, the doors that opens up their heart to receive spiritually?
Well, I feel like in town and everywhere in Guatemala, most of the people know, they know or they heard about God, but it's weird to see somebody like practicing the love of God, I don't think only Guatemala, I think it's all over the world.
Yeah.
And when somebody comes to you and see the importance of something that he can help you with, and he does it, it's just like and on top of that, you preach the gospel to them. They're like, there's a different perspective there, like they're helping you, and also they are like preaching also. It just, for me, from my own experience, I feel like that opens a lot of doors, and like in a different way.
It's like seeing the real Christianity as opposed to religion.
Yeah, that's right. Relationship more than religion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mal, for coming. Bless you. I bless your ministry.
Thank you so much.
And you're digging water wells. You're making a difference, especially down in the Escuintla community.
Yes.
So I just want to give you a big thanks for that.
No, thank you, guys.